Hello everyone and welcome back to Joys It Flies. If you're new here, my name's Cassidy and I deal with the sewing side of this channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to sew bias tape two ways. Now bias tape is a technique that's used all of the time in sewing. It's perfect for finishing raw edges, especially if they're curves. If you have a look at clothing, you'll probably see bias tape along necklines and arm lines because sometimes it can be really difficult to finish curves neatly. Bias tape is actually one of the perfect ways to do it. So I'm going to be teaching it to you today. It's really simple. This is perfect for a beginner just trying to learn how to sew and how to make clothes. So I hope you enjoy it. All you're going to need for today's tutorial is some bias tape. Now you can buy bias tape which is already folded and prepared for you. That's really easy, or you can make it yourself. I'm going to teach you how you can make it yourself. It's really simple. It takes a bit of extra time to press the fabric and everything, but it's really easy actually. You can also buy like bias tape makers. So if you're interested, I'll link some down below, but I actually always end up just pressing it by hand. So that's what I'm going to teach you today. So you can either buy some ready-made or just grab some fabric that you want to make into bias tape and you can learn how to do it with me. Then you're just going to need something to actually sew the bias tape on. I'm just going to be using a random rectangle of fabric just as an example for you. If you want to practice, do the same, just grab a piece of scrap fabric and practice on that. Then you're just going to need your general sewing equipment, so things like your sewing machine, iron, ironing board, everything of that sort. So let's get to making the bias tape. Bias tape is basically just a long rectangle of fabric. So you're going to want to cut out a rectangle, but you're going to want to place it a little bit differently on your fabric. So say you have a rectangle of fabric, we're going to want to be cutting out our bias tape on the bias grain of your fabric. That's where the name comes from. So if you don't know what the bias grain is, it's basically going diagonally across your rectangle of fabric. The reason why we cut it on this diagonal grain is because when it's cut there, it gives the fabric a little bit of ease, and almost it feels like it isn't, but it feels like stretch. So that's perfect when you're sewing with a bias tape, because especially around curves, it means it molds really easily to the curve because it's got that extra bit of give. So you're going to want to cut your rectangle on the diagonal of your fabric. Now for length, you can make it however long you need it to be or want it to be. And then for width, you can make the bias tape however wide you want it. So the way you're going to figure it out is decide how wide you want the finished bias tape to be. So say you want, once it's sewn, the finished bias tape to be 1/2 inch wide. All you're going to want to do is times 1/2 inch by 4. And then you will have how wide you need to cut your rectangle for the bias tape. Once it's cut out, take it over to your ironing board and you're going to want to press it in half, wrong sides together, widthways. Open it back up again, and then you're going to want to fold both of the longest edges into the center fold that we just pressed. Then refold it back in half. As I said in the beginning of the video, I was going to show you how to sew bias tape two ways. And that's because there are two ways to sew it, one where it's seen from the outside and one where you can't see it from the outside. So I'm going to start off with the one that's visible from the right side of the fabric. Grab the fabric you want to sew the bias tape to, and then open your bias tape back up. And now you're going to want to pin it right sides together to your fabric. Once it's all pinned, you're going to want to sew all of the way across your bias tape, and you're going to want to sew directly on the first fold in your bias tape. Use it as a guide for where you're going to sew. Once it's all sewn, open your bias tape up, and now you're going to want to basically refold your bias tape in the exact same way we pressed it earlier on. So you have your first fold to cover the raw edge, and then the second fold to fold the bias tape in half. And as you can see, it should wrap over onto the other side of the fabric, covering all of the raw edges. Just plop a few pins in it, and then you're going to want to over sew all of the way down your bias tape. Now that you've learned how to sew bias tape one way, let's now learn how to sew it so that you can't see it from the outside. So we're going to basically be repeating the first few steps as we did with the other way of sewing bias tape with this way. So open your bias tape up and pin it right sides together with your fabric. Once it's all pinned all across, you're just going to want to sew all of the way down your bias tape, once again using the first fold in your bias tape as the guide for your sewing. Now open your bias tape back up, and this is where things change. So you're going to want to fold your bias tape over onto the other side of the fabric, but you're going to want to have all of the bias tape on the wrong side of the fabric, not just half of it. So you are going to have the center crease in your bias tape still, but you're going to want to ignore that center crease and bring the bias tape fully onto the wrong side, so you can't see it from the right side. Once you sew it, you can then iron the bias tape out so you can't see that center crease, but for now it's fine. All you're going to then want to do is just over sew all of the way down your bias tape as before, and then you can give it a good press flat and it's all done. And that is it, we're all done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, but as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below in the comments and I will do my best to answer you. And with that, I will see you next time on the channel.